Hello, my name is Andrew Pang. Welcome to another edition of CMS Forex News. Today's Tuesday, August 26, 2008. We start in New Zealand, where last evening's data showed its monthly trade balance fell into a larger deficit in July. With imports increasing and exports decreasing, the deficit grew to 780 million New Zealand dollars. Also in New Zealand, a survey of business managers showed inflation expectations increasing. CPI is expected to be at 3.6% in 1 year and 3% in 2 years' time. Those figures were both higher than in the previous survey. Currently, inflation is running at 4% and is expected to peak during the third quarter. In Japan, corporations paid 1.3% more for services in July compared to the same time last year. Transportation costs are the main culprit. On the month, prices were actually down 0.1%, a modest decrease from June, and may explain why the headline number was lower than expected. The Kiwi-yen pair fell after the New Zealand trade balance release. The pair capped off a 250 pip slide from its high on Friday and found support near 75.70. Today's data adds to the shaky investor confidence following yesterday's drop in U.S. stocks. In today's New York session, the Kiwi rebounded a bit, benefiting from the resilience of U.S. financials, which suppressed risk aversion. Commodity prices advanced as well and supported the Kiwi. In the European session, the German GfK Group released another weak consumer confidence report. Consumers are worried about the economic outlook, and a significant drop in crude oil prices did nothing to brighten the mood. Their willingness to buy continues to decline. The final version of Germany's GDP confirmed a preliminary release, which showed a 0.5% decline for the second quarter. Germany's IFO Business Climate Index severely undershot expectations, falling to 94.8 for August. The expectations index decreased to 87 from July's 90. It's a poor sign for the economy and will set alarm bells off in the ECB. The euro-dollar pair hit a fresh 6-month low following the weak German releases. It raises concerns of a recession in the eurozone and fueled expectations that the ECB may have to factor in reducing interest rates sometime soon. The pound-dollar pair, which has been steadily pressured in the last several sessions, hit a new 2-year low at 1.8330. In this new long-term look, where each candle represents 1 week, you can see that the pound has plunged almost 1,500 pips during the month of August. Home prices in the U.S.'s largest cities in June were down slightly from the levels in May. The S&P Case-Shiller 20 City Index was down 15.9% compared to a year ago. Forecasts had called for an even bigger decline. The 10-city index showed prices down 17% compared to a year ago, a very slight change compared to May. The government's measure of housing prices nationwide showed prices 4.8% lower than last year, with a flat monthly change. For the second quarter, prices were down 1.4%, which was a smaller decline than in the first quarter. The two housing prices reports signify that while prices are at low levels, they seem to be stabilizing. The pace of annual new home sales increased to 515,000 in July, disappointing forecast of a 525,000 rise. June's figure of 530,000 was revised down to 503,000, which made the monthly change a positive 2.4%. Consumer confidence data from the U.S. was upbeat, rebounding to 56.9 in August from July's 51.9. The Richmond Fed Index, which measures the region's business activity and manufacturing, remained negative for the 4th straight month. The index matched July's level of negative 16. After its steep fall yesterday, the dollar-yen pair managed a steady rally in overnight trading. At the New York Open, the dollar dipped to 109.15 as a surge in oil prices scared markets in the U.S. However, stocks remained stable, and the dollar recovered to trade near 109.90 following the U.S. fundamental releases. A surge in oil prices to open the New York session helped boost the Canadian dollar. The U.S. dollar-loonie pair slid 140 pips after testing the 1.0550 level. Oil prices eased in afternoon trading, and the greenback recovered some of those initial losses, though some clear resistance has been set near 1.0420. It was too late for this broadcast to bring you the FOMC minutes that were released this afternoon. Later tonight, Australia will post the quarterly measure of construction, and New Zealand will release a measure of business confidence. Overnight, Germany will review its import and consumer price indexes. Tomorrow, the U.S. has just one release, durable goods orders for the month of July. And that wraps it up for the day in Forex news. Join us again tomorrow right here at cmsfx.com.